lot that I love to get from the wisdom of those who have lived through things that I haven't.
Right.
And so when someone is offering their experience, I feel like that's what our generation, regardless of the lesser intensity and maybe the heightened ability to deal with these in a cool and composed manner, we still like need the infusion of some of the experience. And you know, you went through a transformation over time, even from when I first met you.
Yeah.
Right? Both of us have been through a
Right.
whole lot of transformation
Right. Right.
just in the last like 12 years.
Right.
So just kind of thinking about the transformations that we're making, because we're trying to consistently and constantly get better at what we do.
Right.
Trying to be better people, trying to be better men,
Right.
trying to be, you know, all the things, all the roles that we end up playing. So within that, I respect the extra few decades that you have on me. I respect that.
Right.
And especially because you approach it with humility and wisdom. And so how does that get cultivated in that sphere of
Right.
the 30-somethings and younger?
Right.
How do we cultivate building those bridges so that as we have those safe conversations, that can happen more and more often?
Yeah.
And I think that in some ways, maybe even the examples coming from that kind of
Right.
dialogue
Right.
can maybe ease the transition into the conversation on race to some extent,
Right.
and maybe vice versa.
This is not a tit for tat thing, but as you were talking, I was again thinking about some experiences I've had and some things I've read about 20-something, 30-something generation of really feeling a certain entitlement about not having to do things the way they've been done in the past. Almost sometimes a disregard for the way things have been done in the past and or the wisdom of people. Sometimes when I'm in a room with groups, if people don't know me all that well, just know me a little bit, I almost feel invisible, just in general in the room. It's almost like I don't exist. And people will walk in the room and they'll walk by and it's just like not even a hello sometimes. I've had that experience several times. And so I have sensed, again, I'm not saying this is across the board. I'm just saying some of my experiences, several experiences, again, unless people know me well, the almost disregard and almost not hearing your voice when you speak. And so whoever is in the, quote, power position has to really be responsible for really reaching out to create the environment, right? So if it's blacks and whites, it's whites. If it's men and women, it's men. You know, who's ever been in the more powerful position. But I'm not so sure who's in the powerful position with these two age groups right now. You know what I mean? I mean, I think you could say, well, we are, but in a sense, if you're dismissed and we're going to change everything that you're doing and trying to change everything that you're doing, then I don't know who's in the power position. But either way, I get the point of creating and being aware of the ways that we engage and express and suggest and imply things. Yeah.
I think my parents' generation kind of jacked that up.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
just dropped the ball on so many different things.
Okay. Forget
Seriously?
about that.